The slogan of 2018 Sports for All Day promotion video is Stay active, healthy and happy. Most people know the advantage of doing exercise is staying healthy. Are there any other benefits of doing exercise? Some people believe that athletes tend to have a higher lung capacity than others. What is lung capacity? Lung capacity can be represented to our health and longevity. Our lungs provide vital oxygen to our blood and react differently to oxygen depending on the needs of the body. Some researchers have shown that the older you are, the more difficult it is for the lungs to breathe and keep the air. However, depending on physical characteristics and gender, does lung capacity vary from person to person? Can we consider that doing exercise can increase our lung capacity? To find out the answer, we experiment with the aspect of lung capacity.
Neurology research fellow Lam Ka Ho states that lung volume increases by as much as 15% during exercise. However, we do not expect every candidate can reach the maximum of increasing lung volume. Therefore, we assume that doing exercise can enhance their lung capacity by 10%. We had invited two groups of people to do the experiment, which is athletes and non-athletes. The World Health Organization encouraged citizens to do at least 115 minutes of aerobic exercise per week. So we defined people who do not do 150 minutes of aerobic exercise per week as non-athletes, and their number is 1 to 5. Athletes means that they exercise for 150 minutes per week, and their number is 6 to 10. Almost all of them do not regard themselves as athletes. We also divide them by age and gender to see whether age and gender are the factors of having high lung capacity.
In the first part of the experiment, we do the following procedure. First, the interviewer blows a balloon with two different types of respiration, tidal respiration and vital respiration. And then we measure the diameter of each balloon. To find out the answer to our question, they need to do aerobic exercise about 150 minutes in 2 weeks and report to us. To avoid stop doing training sneakily, we will take video during their exercise. Some of them will run for 10 minutes every day. After doing the exercise, we do the experiments again for testing how doing exercise improves their lung capacity.
Here are the results of experiment 1. We have measured the diameter of those balloons which represent participants' tidal capacity. For non-athletes, the diameter of their balloon is about 8 cm. For athletes, the diameter of their balloon varies from 10 to 13 cm. This graph is showing the lung capacity of those participants from the above trials. Lung capacity of those participants is about 350 cubic centimeters and 700 cubic centimeters for non-athlete and athlete participants respectively. It comes to another trial of the experiment which measures participants' vital capacity. As same as that of the first trial, we measured the diameter of the balloon. For non-athlete participants, their balloons are about 8 cm on average. For athlete participants, their balloons are about 14 cm on average. The above trials also show their vital lung capacity too. For non-athlete participants, their lung capacity is about 500 cubic centimeters. For athlete participants, their lung capacity varies from 900 to 2000 cubic centimeters. We divided all experiment participants into groups of different gender and ages to analyze the results once again by a different view. Here are the results of experiment 2. We have measured the diameter of those balloons which represent participants' tidal capacity after they have exercised for 2 weeks. For non-athlete, the diameter of their balloon is about 8 centimeters. For athlete, the diameter of their balloon is about 12 centimeters. This graph is showing the lung capacity of those participants from the above trials. Lung capacity of those participants is about 300 cubic centimeters and 700 cubic centimeters for non-athlete and athlete participants respectively. We conduct the experiment once again to measure their vital lung capacity. Same as that of the first trial, we measured the diameter of the balloon. For non-athlete participants, their balloons are about 8 centimeters on average. For athlete participants, their balloons are about 14 centimeters on average. The above trials also show their vital lung capacity too. For non-athlete participants, their lung capacity is about 500 cubic centimeters. For athlete participants, their lung capacity varies from 900 to 1,800 cubic centimeters. Once again, we have divided all the experiment participants into groups of different gender and ages.
By comparing two kinds of data from before and after exercising, there is nearly no change on either tidal or vital capacity of the candidates, which can show that short period of exercise cannot improve our lung capacity. However, candidates who are doing exercising constantly have a higher capacity. This may mean that only long-time exercising may increase our lung capacity. Also, lung capacity of male is usually greater than that of female. Lastly, lung capacity of age less than 18 to about 13 are almost the same. From the above conclusion, we can see it matches our assumption.